On September 9th, Aquarius, the eclipse blood moon rises in the heavens, a blazing fireball in the night sky, a cosmic mirror reflecting your truth, and a karmic test that has the power to rearrange your destiny. This is not just another full moon, this is the moon of reckoning, the moment where fate, destiny, and truth collide in one unstoppable surge of energy. Imagine a giant doorway of light opening in the sky, pulling you forward. The universe is saying, step through this door or stay stuck in the shadows forever. Every whisper you've ignored, every calling you've silenced, every hidden truth you've buried. Under this blood moon, it all comes alive. For Aquarius, this is your awakening, a cosmic reset, a point of no return. And here's the warning, what happens on September 9th will not fade away the next day. It will echo through the weeks, months, and years ahead. Stay with me until the very end, because what I'm about to reveal tonight may be the most important message you hear all year. Every so often, the universe sends what I call a celestial warning shot, a sign so big, so undeniable, that you can no longer pretend everything is fine. And on September 9th, Aquarius, the eclipse blood moon, is aimed straight at your soul. This isn't a soft, gentle moon that lulls you into quiet reflection. No, this eclipse is violent in its honesty. It rips open the sky, shatters illusions, and burns away every mask you've ever worn. It shines a spotlight on the path you've been walking, and it asks the one question most people are too afraid to answer. Is this really the life you were meant to live? The truth. For months, maybe even years, you've been carrying something heavy, something that drags behind you like a chain. For some Aquarians, it's the weight of responsibility, family, career, or obligations that once made sense but now feel suffocating. For others, it's the ghost of a dream, the vision you had for your life, the passion you buried just to survive. And for many, it's that restless voice inside, whispering in the quiet hours, you were made for more. This blood moon is that whisper made flesh. It's the universe taking your face in its hands, forcing you to see what you've been ignoring. Think about it. How many times have you felt the urge to change, only to talk yourself out of it? How many times have you settled for less, convincing yourself that you'll wait for the right moment? Aquarius, the right moment isn't coming someday, it's coming now. And it's arriving in the form of a fiery red moon that refuses to be ignored. The eclipse works like a mirror, but not the polished one you check before you leave the house. This is the mirror of the soul. It shows you the cracks, the wounds, the scars you've tried to hide even from yourself. And while that might sound terrifying, it's also the beginning of transformation. Because here's the secret. The blood moon doesn't expose your wounds to hurt you. It exposes them to free you. It tears away the old so you can step into the new. It destroys illusions so you can finally live in truth. Picture it this way. You've been walking a path, maybe for years. It looks fine on the surface, but something deep inside knows it's not your path. You've been going through the motions, but your heart isn't in it. Under this eclipse, that false path starts to crumble. You'll feel the ground shake. You'll feel the walls crack, and the universe will say, stop pretending. You were not born to live halfway. You were born to awaken. That's what makes September 9th so powerful. This isn't just another astrological event. It's a cosmic deadline, a karmic checkpoint, a line in the sand where the past and the future collide. The blood moon is asking, will you step forward into the life you were destined for, or will you stay trapped in the one you've outgrown? And Aquarius, because you are the visionary of the Zodiac, this question cuts deeper for you than most. You are the rebel, the dreamer, the water bearer pouring truth into the world. But if your own cup is empty, if you're still chained to fear, doubt, or the expectations of others, how can you live out your mission? This eclipse will not let you run from that truth anymore. It will show you every compromise you've made, every dream you've delayed, every time you said yes when your soul was screaming no. And in that brutal honesty, it will also hand you a gift, the chance to change everything. Because while the eclipse takes, it also gives. It may strip away the false stability you've been clinging to, but only so it can reveal the doorway you were meant to walk through all along. September 9th is not just a date on a calendar. It is a cosmic turning point, a night when the old timeline burns to ash and a new one begins to rise. And the question is simple. When the blood moon rips the sky open, will you finally listen to that voice inside? The voice that's been saying over and over, you were made for more? This moon is that voice made flesh, and it will not be silenced. Aquarius, you are the water bearer, the visionary who pours wisdom into the world, the one who dares to think differently, to rebel against the ordinary. But on this night, under this eclipse blood moon, the water you carry turns into fire. The universe flips the script. Your comfort zone, gone. Your illusions, burned away. The excuses you've used to keep yourself small, they dissolve like smoke in the night. Because the blood moon doesn't care about the stories you've told yourself. It cares about one thing only, truth. And on September 9th, the blood moon will shine its relentless red light on 3 sacred corners of your life. First, your deepest wound. This is the pain you've been carrying, maybe for years. The heartbreak you never fully healed from. The disappointment you shoved into the shadows. The self-doubt that whispers, you're not enough. The eclipse rips that wound open, not to hurt you, but to finally force it into the light where it can heal. Second, your truest calling, the dream you've buried, the purpose you've ignored, the passion you told yourself was impossible, impractical, or too risky. The blood moon doesn't ask if it's convenient. It demands, why are you denying what your soul came here to do? Third, your ultimate test of courage, a decision you can no longer avoid. Do you keep walking the safe, predictable road that drains your spirit? Or do you step onto the path of destiny, the one blazing with uncertainty but alive with truth? This is the night where the mask comes off. No more pretending, no more half-living, no more waiting for someday. And in the silence of the eclipse, the universe leans close and whispers, Aquarius, will you keep hiding, or will you finally step into who you were born to be? This blood moon isn't just a sky event, it's a spiritual X-ray. It shows you everything you've outgrown, everything you've denied, everything that must be released so you can rise. And make no mistake, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once the light touches your soul, you can never go back to sleep. September 9th is not just a date. It is a doorway, a cosmic threshold that only opens once in a lifetime cycle. Picture it, a vast, endless hallway suspended in the stars. At the end of this hallway, 2 doors appear. One is glowing with a fierce golden light, the path of destiny. The other is fading into cold shadow, the path of fear. And here's the truth, Aquarius. You cannot stand still in this hallway. The eclipse does not let you linger. It pushes, it pulls, it forces you to walk. If you choose the door of courage, everything begins to transform. Your relationship, either breaking free from the ones that suffocate you, or deepening the ones that truly nourish your soul. Your money, the shift from scarcity to abundance, from survival to thriving. Your purpose, the clarity of finally stepping into the role you were born to embody. Even your reflection, the way you look at yourself in the mirror changes because you finally see your own power. But if fear wins, if you step through the wrong door, the collapse begins. the cracks in your life widen. The job that drains you slips away. The relationships built on lies shatter. The false identity you've clung to crumbles in your hands. This is the power of the blood moon. It is the great equalizer. It gives, but it also takes away. And here's the haunting part. What it takes is never random. It removes only what you no longer need, even if you're still clinging to it with shaking hands. So ask yourself, Aquarius, when the eclipse pulls you into the hallway of destiny, will you walk through the door of light, or will you collapse into the shadows? The choice is yours. But remember, this doorway does not stay open forever. Aquarius, listen closely. Your test on the night of September 9th is not small. It is monumental. A cosmic checkpoint that will demand every ounce of courage, honesty, and clarity you have inside you. The eclipse blood moon doesn't tiptoe. It doesn't whisper politely. It shakes the foundations of your life, forcing you to confront the truths you've been avoiding, the shadows you've been hiding from, and the choices you've been postponing. For some, the test comes in love. It's about letting go of a relationship that has become toxic, draining, or suffocating. Maybe it's someone you've held on to out of habit, fear, or obligation. The universe will ask you, do you cling to comfort, or do you step into freedom? For others, the test comes in money. Perhaps it's the scarcity mindset that has kept you trapped in endless struggle. Maybe you've settled for less than you deserve, afraid to claim abundance. The blood moon will demand that you break those chains to step into a new reality where wealth, opportunity, and prosperity are not just possible, but inevitable. For many, the test comes in purpose. The work your soul came here to do, the mission you've been postponing, doubting, or hiding, will no longer remain in the shadows. The eclipse forces you to claim it, to stand in your full power, and to finally step into the role you were born to embody. But here's the universal lesson, Aquarius. It's always the same. You cannot keep living half alive. You cannot continue dimming your light to fit inside the boxes other people built for you. You cannot keep pretending that waiting, fearing, or playing small is safe. The blood moon does not negotiate. It does not allow compromise. It asks a simple, terrifying question. Will you awaken, or will you be broken? And the truth is, both options are painful. Awakening requires courage, surrender, and the willingness to face yourself in the rawest, most honest way. Being broken also carries lessons, but it comes with suffering, loss, and the bitter taste of regret. This night, Aquarius, the choice is yours, but the eclipse will leave no room for avoidance. It will strip away illusions, comfort, and excuses until you are left with the bare bones of truth. And when that moment comes, when the cosmic pressure reaches its peak, you will either rise into the life your soul has been waiting for, or crumble under the weight of what you refuse to face. The universe has been patient. It has sent signs, nudges, and whispers. But on September 9th, the eclipse blood moon speaks with the voice of inevitability. Awaken, or be broken. There is no middle ground. There is no pause. There is only the test, and the choice is yours. How will you know when the blood moon is touching your soul, Aquarius? How will you recognize the moment when the universe has reached inside and begun its invisible work? You'll feel it in your body first. Strange dreams that seem more like messages than sleep. Images, faces, places, sometimes even numbers that echo in your mind, leaving you unsettled yet aware. Sudden waves of emotion, joy, grief, longing, or anger that come out of nowhere, shaking you from the inside. A restless energy, like lightning in your veins, making it impossible to sit still or ignore the stirring within you. You'll feel it in your life. Old arguments that you thought were forgotten may resurface, sometimes as shadows of clarity, sometimes as challenges demanding resolution. Hidden truths will come out, secrets you didn't know were buried, realities that have been waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. Unexpected endings, abrupt closures, or shocking new beginnings may appear as if overnight, altering your path and forcing you to see life with new eyes. The eclipse will not leave you untouched. This is not subtle, Aquarius. This is a storm with your name written across the sky. It will stir what you thought was settled, rattle what you thought was secure, and awaken what you thought was dormant. Your intuition will sharpen. Every whisper, every gut feeling, every fleeting thought will carry weight. Pay attention, because the signs are all around you. The universe will be speaking, and you cannot ignore it without consequence. Even the air may feel different, heavier, charged, almost vibrating with energy. Moments of synchronicity will appear, coincidences so precise that they feel like messages written just for you. People may appear in your life unexpectedly. Opportunities may knock in ways that seem sudden, but are deeply orchestrated. If you are Aquarius, this blood moon is not just another celestial event. It is an awakening, a reckoning, a cosmic nudge so forceful that you cannot remain the same. This storm, this energy, this shift, it is yours. And when you feel it, you will know. Because the universe always speaks to the ones who are ready to listen, and this eclipse will be louder than anything you've ever heard before. But here's the secret most people miss. The blood moon is not here to destroy you. It's here to rebirth you. All the tension, the fear, the pressure, the storms you felt building inside, they are not punishment. They are preparation. They are the universe sculpting a new version of you, a higher, brighter, bolder version of yourself. If you dare to face the test, if you step through the doorway of courage, something extraordinary awakens. A new chapter of wealth begins. The barriers that once held you back crumble, making space for opportunities that were always destined for you. Money flows more easily. Doors that were closed swing wide. The universe rewards the brave. A soulmate connection deepens or arrives. The relationships that nourish your heart, challenge your growth, and support your purpose are drawn closer. Those that drain, deceive, or hold you back fall away. Love is no longer a gamble. It becomes alignment. A hidden gift within you bursts into light. Talents, ideas, passions, and abilities you didn't even know existed suddenly reveal themselves. The things you've been afraid to express, your voice, your creativity, your unique genius, are finally illuminated. The eclipse is like a sacred reset button. What you release makes space for what was always meant to find you. Every fear you let go of, every attachment you surrender, every false identity you leave behind clears the way for a new reality. And Aquarius, hear this clearly. Your destiny has been waiting. It has been waiting while you hesitated, while you doubted, while the old world held you in its grip. But now the door is open. Now the moment has arrived. The blood moon doesn't just change circumstances, it changes you. It rewires your perspective, aligns your soul, and sets your energy on a trajectory you can no longer ignore. Step forward, Aquarius. Accept the transformation, embrace the power, and watch as your life shifts in ways you once only dreamed were possible. Because this is not a fleeting moment. This is the beginning of your rebirth, and it starts the instant you choose to walk through the light. So Aquarius, how do you prepare for this cosmic storm, this blood moon eclipse that promises to shake the foundations of your life? Preparation is key. This is not just a night to watch the sky. It's a night to align your energy, clear the old, and open yourself to transformation. Here's how to do it. Step 1. Cleanse your space. Light a candle, burn sage, Palo Santo, or incense. Sweep away the dust, physically and energetically. Clear the old energy that no longer serves you, the heaviness, the clutter, the stagnant vibrations. Your environment is your mirror, and the blood moon responds to the energy around you. Step 2. Write down what must die. Take a pen and paper and be brutally honest. Old habits that no longer serve you, fears that hold you back, toxic relationships or situations that drain your energy, write them down. Acknowledge them. Release them. This act is your declaration to the universe. You are ready to let go. Step 3. Speak your intention out loud. Words have power, Aquarius. The eclipse listens to your voice. Say your intentions clearly, boldly, and confidently. Speak of the life you are ready to step into. Declare your truth. The universe responds to clarity and courage. Step 4. Stay awake. Meditate, journal, reflect. Observe the stirrings in your body, the flashes of insight, the subtle nudges your soul provides. Distractions are your enemy tonight. Be fully present. This night is not for scrolling, for noise, or for half-awareness. It is sacred, powerful, and alive. Step 5. Welcome the unknown. Trust the process. The things that leave your life tonight were never meant for your future. Surrender control. Embrace uncertainty. Step into the mystery with faith that the blood moon opens space for what is divinely aligned. This ritual is more than a set of steps. It is a signal to the universe. It tells the blood moon, I am ready. I am awake. I will step into my power. Aquarius, this preparation is your doorway. It aligns your energy, sharpens your intention, and ensures that when the eclipse arrives, you are not just a witness. You are an active participant in your transformation. This is your moment, your ritual, your invitation to rebirth. But let me be clear, Aquarius, this is not a warning you can ignore. If you ignore this eclipse, if you keep clinging to the old ways, if you refuse to face the truth buried deep within, life itself will begin tearing it away. Slowly at first, then suddenly, with a force that cannot be resisted. Breakdowns in relationships may appear out of nowhere. People you relied on might shift, leave, or reveal their true intentions. Sudden financial shocks could challenge your security, shaking the ground beneath your feet. Opportunities you've waited for may vanish, leaving a raw, undeniable message. Change is not optional. Moments will come that feel like the universe is forcing your hand, demanding you make choices you've been avoiding. Choices that test your courage, your clarity, and your commitment to your own life. Because this blood moon is not a suggestion. It is destiny knocking at your door. It does not negotiate. It does not wait for convenience or comfort. Aquarius, the question is stark. Will you answer, or will you let the universe take what you refuse to claim? The path is open, but the choice is yours, and the consequences are real. So, Aquarius, now I have to ask you, listen carefully, because this is the moment that can define your life. When the blood moon rises on September 9th, the cosmic doorway will open before you. And at that moment, there are only two paths, the path of courage or the path of shadows. Will you awaken and step into your true power, claiming the life you were born to live? Will you rise and embrace your destiny, the one your soul has been calling you toward for years? Will you allow your rebirth, your transformation, and the extraordinary gifts waiting for you to flow into your life? Or will you let the shadows, the fear, and the old patterns keep you chained, dimming your light and delaying the life you were always meant to claim? The choice is yours, Aquarius. The doorway is open, but it will not remain open forever. The universe is calling, and the blood moon waits for no one. Step through, claim your power, and watch everything in your world transform. This is your moment, your awakening, your destiny. Don't let it pass.